by now.
Yeah, you've only done it how many times?
5,000.
5,000, right.
Everyone, this is my friend Kevin.
Hey, everyone.
Kevin is here. We're talking about improvisation today. So we have stories to tell you. We have things to teach you. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to do all the things. But the theme of the day is improvisation. So Kevin, what the heck is improvisation on the piano?
Oh man, improvisation is, you're basically telling a story within a story. It's the coolest way to really just express yourself on the piano, in my opinion, because you're making something out of nothing. You're coming up with a melody, coming up with what you call it, a motif or whatever, and you gotta like build a story based on whatever it is you're playing.
Okay, so Kevin, can you build me a story about it's Friday?
It's Friday, the Friday story.
Can you build me a Friday story on the piano, please?
So we want something like a little bit more upbeat then.
We're
right?
happy. Oh, this is Friday. That sounds like Chicago, I think.
Oh, that does it. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, how do I know this?
Or it could also be like, isn't she lovely?
This is a Friday feeling. Cozy. I want a cozy improvisation. It's cozy. It's a rainy day. My Friday energy has chilled. The caffeine high has ended. Oh, this still feels like Friday, but it's a bit calmer.
Cozy Friday. You're by the fireplace? Get that.
I kind of feel like, I kind of want some blues now, though.
Some blues.
That was ridiculous. It's on my Friday. Okay.
A little blues?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin.
All right.
I have one more for you.
Okay,
This
give
one,
it to me.
Okay. We're looking for Malibu vibes now.
Malibu.
Malibu.
Is it a cop-out if I play the song Malibu by Miley Cyrus?
It sure isn't.
How does that go?
I don't even know this song.
It's only 2 chords, but let me play something that feels Malibu-esque.
Okay, because we were in Malibu.
We were in Malibu.
We need to feel that because we're going to talk about it. This is my segue. Nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more. This is our fate. I'm yours.
Oh, weren't expecting
Surprise
that.
ending. Jeez. Okay. So everyone, no kidding. We were in Malibu, and that's kind of what we wanted to talk about a little bit today. So we met with Jesus Molina in Malibu. It was crazy, and so it was kind of a long story. Jesus was originally supposed to come here, but it didn't work out with just visas and getting him into Canada. So we were like, well, I guess we'll have to go to Malibu.
I guess we have to go to Malibu.
And then we were trying to figure out where to do our filming because we didn't have a studio there,
Right.
and we kind of ended up landing on, we weren't going to rent a professional film studio. We were going to rent like a really epic house on the mountains overlooking the ocean.
Yeah, ocean view, not bad. Not bad.
Needless to say, Jesus was like pretty impressed, and he was really happy to film there. So we just wanted to show a little clip, a little behind the scenes look at, you know, just the view. We wanted to take you into the experience that we had with Jesus. So we ready with the clip, guys?
All
do
right,
it.
let's roll it. Beauty. Oh, nice. I mean, every day in California is so nice, but
That was ridiculous.
we just go from shooting with one of the best piano players in the world to just going to the beach and
Drinking cappuccinos on the patio. It was a little bit ridiculous. We were like, oh, poor us. We had to go to Malibu to film a world-class piano player. Oops. Trass had his drone, which is why we had that beautiful sunset footage. Trass did an amazing job. And Brendan, who's behind this camera over there, was also there. There we go.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
guy.
Brendan says hello. So the reason that we wanted to talk about this is because we have a full course from Jesus inside the Pianote members area, and it's pretty amazing. I can tell you right now, it's way above my it's. I could not play everything Jesus plays. Could you?
No, not even. I mean, the thing is, the course has everything from, you know, even if you've never improvised before in your life, it has something for beginners. And if you're, you know, consider yourself a professional piano like myself, or piano player, it's got something for you too. It's got something for absolutely everyone. Where he'll start off with the basics, like what is improvising, how to improvise, and he takes you through how to improvise over classical music, or in that classical style, or how to improvise over jazz, how to improvise over stride piano. He even hits Latin piano and 80s power ballads, if you can believe it or not.
It's crazy.
It's the coolest thing. It's like you're transported to like Celine Dion or, you know, Whitney Houston kind of era, and he's just improvising, but like every time he improvises, it's just like pure gold.
It doesn't. You could never play the piano ever and watch this course and be like, I'm so inspired, I can do anything. So you have to watch it, and we definitely have it inside the members area. So we wanted to talk about. We're going to. I'm kind of like. I think we should first give some tips for how our students can start improvising.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave us with you, Kevin. Let's go something like super simple.
Super
chords,
simple. You got it.
Simple notes. How to get started.
How do you start? So the most important scale you can learn is something called the pentatonic scale.
Ooh.
The pentatonic, pent meaning 5. There's 5 notes. Let's learn it in the key of C. Why don't I show you guys what that is?
That would be amazing.
So pentatonic scale. C, D, E, G, A. 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just gonna hit a few notes in my left hand, or even just without left hand, just right hand first. Just kind of have fun with that. So many songs use the pentatonic scale, even in soloing. Even just playing that right now, it kind of sounded like Sir Duke. Oh, that's a little bit different. But if you have this and you got a little blues. Just make up a little melody and then kind of build off it.
All right, Kevin.
Hold on. I was playing.
You
some
stay
of
here. No,
those-
you stay here. You stay stay here. You have to be the left
okay.
hand. I'm just. Is this okay, everyone? I'm blocking Kevin a little bit, but that's
all
okay.
right.
Okay, give me those notes again, because I cannot play like you can play.
C, D, E, G, A. Those 5 notes.
Okay, friends, if I can do this, you can do this. Okay, so Kevin, you do. Okay, I'm gonna do this
You
part.
got it.
I'm gonna improvise with. Okay, hold on. Which notes am I not doing?
F and B. Don't hit F and B.
F and B. And just so everybody knows how I'm planning this for myself is I'm looking at this group of 3 and I'm going the one at the bottom of it's off limits and the one at the top of it's off limits. So that's gonna help me to like mentally plan for this. Okay, I'm ready now.
All right.
I'm just gonna start really simple.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, now I'm gonna try playing 2 notes at the same time.
Nice.
It's harder to do. What's that sassy note? Was it this one? Oh, that was it!
I'm playing blues.
I think I missed it! Okay, so that's the... Why did that work?
You played what's called a flat 7, so I'm playing a C7 chord. So when you added that one, there's a couple extra notes you can play, and that is coming from that blues scale. Can you play do you know the minor blues scale? This one sounds super cool too.
So
Gives it more of a
C,
minor sound. C,
E
E
flat,
flat,
F,
F sharp. That's a cool one. G, B flat, and
okay,
C.
so this is a bit more
This
complicated.
is a little bit more, but you can even just play with fingers 1 and 3. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. You can just do 2 fingers.
Okay, those are my new ingredients. Let's do it again.
Okay, but now it's going to sound a little bit more minor this time.
Okay.
But pretty
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Let's try it again. 3, 4.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that again. Ooh, I added just a little bit of attitude there. I'm doing this. It's working. That was so much fun.
Okay, and a cool, actually, little trick, Lisa, if you want to sit back one more second.
Okay.
If you are at the piano with someone who doesn't know how to play any piano at all, and you want to show them that they can play piano, you can play that same scale, the pentatonic scale, using just the black notes.
Oh.
So I'm gonna play some chords. I'm gonna play the F sharp chord. I'll play like E flat minor, D flat, maybe a B. So don't worry about what I'm playing, but listen to Lisa, because she's gonna play just the black notes. She can play them single note melodies or notes at the same time, and we're just gonna improvise a little bit of a song right now.
Okay.
Just using black notes. So you can use this with any of your friends who, you know, they're like, oh, I've never played piano in my life. You're like, listen, I'm gonna make you sound beautiful right now.
Okay, do that.
Just black notes. That's all you have to do. That's the only rule. Ready?
Okay.
Let's do something a little slower. 3, 4. Just like that. I mean, just the black notes. That's all you need.
It's so cool how that works. We actually have like some pretty cool lessons on improvising on the black notes in piano, because I think that was one of the first things for me. I was always like, oh, it's so intimidating, this key. But when you figure out how to play around with it, it's just like, you can just completely get lost for hours.
Totally. Yeah, that pentatonic scale, I mean, people learn it at the very beginning when they're learning, and then they kind of don't revisit it. But if you're more, maybe, you know, you're not necessarily a beginner, a cool little trick that I love to do for all my endings is I'll take the pentatonic scale and I'll end with it. But let's say I'm ending on a C chord. Instead of like doing like an arpeggio, because I do that lots, Sometimes I want to play a pentatonic scale, but instead of playing C pentatonic scale, I'll play the G pentatonic scale. And the reason that sounds really cool, let's say if I'll show you in context. And here's that G pentatonic scale right here.
It sounds like a rainbow.
It's using, all those kind of cool colors, the extensions, the 9, the 13, all those fancy ones, which if you don't know what they mean, don't worry about it. But it makes it sound really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, G
Okay,
pentatonic.
You're gonna have to teach a very slowed down version of that inside piano.
Yeah,
later.
I will.
Okay, so here's the thing. Do we have anybody here who likes music theory? Do we have any music theory appreciators? Yeah.
I can't help you with iTunes on.
My watch is trying to say that it wanted it like music theory
Siri's got
too.
an opinion on this. That's amazing. Because what we're gonna do now is we've got this really cool little sneak peek at a performance from Jesus, one of his original songs. And one of the things we wanted to do is sort of play it. We're gonna play the whole thing for you. Then we're gonna go back and just like go through it and talk about what on earth he's doing. Because I think there's so much to be learned for sort of examining this piece of music.
Yeah, this song is an original song of his, and it's basically a masterclass in and of itself of what you can do on the piano. So right now we're gonna play you the whole thing, so you can just listen to this whole song front to bottom, or top to bottom, and afterwards we're gonna break it down and just show you a couple of techniques that he's using, just so you can really understand the magnitude of how impressive everything is in this song. So let's see if we can play that. Here, let me just unmute myself for you guys. All right, we good to switch over? Here we go.
when this happened, but my brain still is like, what in God's great earth is happening?
There's one point in that song where he kind of establishes the groove, and he's literally playing the drum set with his hands on the piano, which is the coolest thing. Anyways, let's just break down a couple of those moments, because that is so cool. All right, I'm going to play this video from the beginning. I'm going to stop it after about like 5 seconds here. So one of the techniques that he's using is called the stride pattern. So this is something he actually teaches in his kind of masterclass in his course on Pianote.
Yes.
And it's probably one of the most difficult left-hand techniques that you can do on piano, which is called stride. So if you focus in right at the beginning, you're going to notice he has a little bit of that left-hand stride pattern going on. So here we go. All right, so that, whenever he's going, what key is he in? I'm not sure what key he's in. The left-hand stride is basically you're hitting a low bass note and then you're hitting the chord up top, which is really, really cool. I want to fast forward to this part where he's playing the drum set.
Do it. Okay, hold on. I
Let's
got the
see.
timestamp.
I have a timestamp for
Where
this.
he's playing the drum set on the keyboard.
Yeah, 31 seconds. Okay, let me fast forward a little bit here. Okay, right before this. Here we go. Yeah, and then some cool little slides. So his right hand is kind of acting like the hi-hat, where he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and his left hand is doing a little bit of kick and snare when he's hitting a chord, which is, if I use that same technique just on like a C minor chord, he's kind of going like. Really cool. It's basically you're playing the drums on the piano, where it's kind of like if you play drums or you know a little bit about the drums, your right hand is usually pretty consistent, and your left hand is kind of bringing in that groove, at least when you're playing it on the piano. Super, super amazing, incredible, and it kind of just makes my head hurt a little bit when I think about how he's just coming up with all this stuff on his own. Oh man, he's got some other one. He's playing from staccato. He's got legato parts in here. And just how fast this guy can play is just utterly incredible. He just released a video on YouTube. Was it today, I think? The speed challenge?
Yes, the speed challenge
The
just released
speed
there.
challenge. So if you want to challenge yourself on the piano, take this slow.
Really
Slow.
slowly.
It's just one exercise that he practices lots, and it's got your left hand crossing over with your right hand. And I've practiced this. I don't know if you've practiced this yet, but I can't play it
I'm
at full
scared of
speed
it.
yet. But I've got it like 70%.
Okay.
I can't, I mean, I have to listen to it again if we do it, but it is so cool. Make sure you check that one out too. That is also by Jesus. But he's got so many cool things on the course too. And one of the things in particular that is really special about the course on piano is he breaks down how he practices.
Yes, this might be the most important, I think, aspect of. So it was this total surprise. We're expecting like all these lessons. We got the improv, we got the improv, we got the improv, and then all of a sudden he launches into this like deep dive into how he structures his entire practice routine, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, he's got his routine, and then on top of that, he gives us
Just like
a 6-month practice plan,
Crazy.
which is just it. He's like, listen, this is what you do for 6 months. This is what you do in your first month, your second month, your third month, and he breaks it all down piece by piece to make it individual for you. So you know, you can make your own practice plan according to what level you're at right now. And I've already started using this. I'm in month 3 right now, and it's got a big emphasis on exploring and really exploring your sounds and learning new techniques and new songs and combining all these different skills. So I have to say, because like the themes here and what we're showing and what we're talking about are like they're just more advanced than we typically dive into. Pardon me, inside piano. yeah,
I think I just breathed in a fly. So don't be overwhelmed, because with practice and consistency and the right focus and approach, it's amazing what's possible. And I just want to like quickly address, because a lot of you have not met Kevin yet. Kevin, how old were you when you like seriously started the piano?
when I seriously
Like
started.
when you were like actually starting.
I was about 18 years old when I seriously started playing piano. For context, I'm 28 now, so it's been about 10 years of me playing consistently every day. And I think the biggest thing for me was just having the discipline to really practice, and not even just practice, but practicing the right things, and having that constant structure of knowing, okay, now I've kind of finished this, what's the next step for me, and having like something like the Pianote method to help me out, and other things like that. So, you know, it's been 10 years. It's not a little bit of time, but I didn't start when I was 4 years old, and a lot of people think, oh, if you don't start when you're a kid, like you can never get to the level. Whereas like I played huge shows, huge festivals, arenas, upwards of like 20,000 people now. So it's never too late to start.
It's never too late to start, and it's never too late to be amazing. And the other piece of this that I just want to throw out there is like a virtuosic or extremely like high level pianist skill set doesn't have to be the goal either. There was a time in my life where I was practicing super consistently and I felt like super confident. But at this stage in the game for me personally, I'm just enjoying the piano, I'm enjoying teaching. And there was also points in my life where I just wanted to play some simple chords so I could sing along. And I don't think there's anything wrong with a diverse set of goals or goals that shift throughout your life. So just keep that in mind too. I just want you guys to feel encouraged that incredible things are possible, and you can also just set goals based on what you specifically want for you.
Totally.
Okay, we have lots of friends here. This is super duper exciting.
Let's say hi to some people.
Yeah, let's say hi to some people. Okay. Richard.
Richard, Greta, Thompson. Hello, hello, hello. Patty. Hi, Patty. Hi, Amy.
And we're here.
Kathy from Sydney's in the chat. So is Ursula.
Bonnie.
Hi, Lisa Art Music. Great to see you in here as always.
Lisa's here. Doris. Miss Jane. This is great. You guys are so awesome. We're gonna take a couple questions and or song requests. So if you're watching us as part of the Pianote membership, go through your song requests and your questions into the questions tab in the members area. And if you are joining us from YouTube or Instagram, I see you over there. Hi, Instagram. Throw your song requests and questions there. And Brad, if you tried learning in college 20 years ago and you're 45 and you're thinking about trying again, you should absolutely try again.
Absolutely.
Go to pianote.com. We got some crazy good deals to get you started. Just do it. Absolutely nothing to lose. So you join up. I recommend the yearly membership because you can get the bonuses, but then also you get a 90-day money-back guarantee. So if you start and you're like, you get your money back. It's literally no risk. And then we can help you learn to achieve your goals and show you that it's never too late. So please, 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 please come hang out with us because we'd love to be your piano teachers. Okay, we're waiting for questions. Waiting for song requests. Riders on the Storm. I still don't know that one.
I don't know that one either.
There's some requests here that I don't know. Okay, but we will learn Riders on the Storm. We will learn that one. I think it's impressive on the piano, but I just don't know it. Rick Roller, Rick Astley.
Rick Roll.
Okay, what else we got here? That Jesus song is stuck in my head.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Patty, I just want to be able to play and sing along. Okay, we just did this little clip for, hold on. We just did this little clip for Instagram the other day. Watch this. This is how easy it is to play and sing along. We're doing musical chairs here. Watch out, because I have a beverage on the ground.
You got it.
Okay, so watch. This is the easiest. I'm just gonna roll up my sleeves because I'm serious. C and G. Can we get, there we go, okay. So this is literally all you have to do. You shout it out, move the whole party down to G, but I can't hear a word you say. That's it. I'm talking loud, not saying much. Now if you kind of get brave, you can add the middle note. I'm criticized, but all your bullets ricochet. You could even add some rhythm. You shoot me down, but I get up. That's like the pop rhythm, hey? And then you could add some stuff on the left. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, ricochet. Switching spots again. Musical chairs. We need to set it up so there's like two grand pianos in here we can just both casually play.
Or just a chair that spins.
Oh, yeah. On a spinning stage
Yeah.
with twinkle lights.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry, that got away on me. Okay, so Patty, thank you so much. So I just want to say, like, In our membership, we have something called the Pianote Method, and so that'll teach you everything you need to know to play whatever you want. But the first few levels are dedicated specifically to helping you connect your brain to your fingers so they cooperate when you ask them to do things, because that's the hardest part, and then teaching you how to chord. So building a foundation where that's possible, and then we move you into sight reading and all the genres and everything else. But if your goal is to sing and play the piano, then the Pianote Method is absolutely perfect for you. Okay, what do we do now? I always feel so happy after a good sing. I'm just like, okay, we can just relax. Okay. Ooh, Sunday morning.
Sunday morning,
You wanna
Maroon
try that
5?
one? Let's
Sure,
do it.
let's find a key that works for you. I feel like Maroon 5's key might be a...
Sunday morning, rain is falling. Steal some cover, share some skin. Clouds are shrouding us in moments unforgettable. You twist to fit the mold that I am in. But things just get so crazy. Living life gets hard to do. And I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday it would lead me back to you. That someday it would lead me back to you. That may be all I need. Come and rest your bones with. I've got the words wrong. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning. I never want to leave. Why does that sound like a Sunday morning? Why does that song sound like a Sunday morning?
It's just a nice 2-5-1 progression, the most popular progression in jazz.
And it's just like,
And that song, there's actually, I stole from Jesus,
oh!
where I was doing that drum set. Just really makes the song sound groovy.
It really does.
Too.
It adds a lot.
And then that G pentatonic.
Wow! That was my ending, vocally. So cool. Some of you are asking about singing and how to not sing flat and all of those things. Let me just tell ya, got you covered there too, over at Singio. So I teach voice lessons as well. Got all of those and all the support over at singio.com. We also do free YouTube videos, I think every week, basically every week, on our YouTube channel. So you can go follow that channel as well. We'll do some Nora Jones at the end for sure, I think. We can try for that. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay. So back to Jesus for a moment. What was, I know there's a lot of things, but if you had to pick a favorite thing that Jesus taught, or the most important thing you learned, what was that?
Most important thing I learned, like, out of his whole course. Man. Well, Jesus, I found out when we did a live Q&A on the Piano website that he has perfect pitch, which is something that not everyone has. So,
That's crazy.
you know, there's few people in the world, if you don't know what perfect pitch is, it's when you can just hear a note and you know instantly what that note is.
I cannot do it.
No, so if I went, do, C, that was C.
You cheated.
The only reason I know that is because of Sunday Morning, the song we were just playing.
Oh.
So, but I have relative pitch. So if I know that's a C, I know that bum bum bum. There's A. Bum bum bum.
That's gotta be a
F. Bum bum G. So I have relative pitch, and that's something that you can work on. You can build. So if you don't have perfect pitch like Jesus, you know it's not the end of the world. I think Charlie Puth also has it. He's another guy. But there are very few people in the world who have that. But with Jesus, even though he is immensely gifted and talented, he still puts in the work, and he practices 2 hours a day. And when I don't feel like practicing, I'm like, well, I'm already, I'm playing gigs. I don't have to. But even, there's always more to learn. Always. Whether it's opening yourself up to different styles, different genres, different techniques. Like one of the areas that I'm weakest in is classical music. Mm-hmm. So I've been really trying to get my sight reading chops up because I started off learning by ear. Mm-hmm. So that's something for me. But with Jesus, it was just his discipline with his 6-month like practice like plan.
We got a
was just-
download of the plan for you too in his course.
We do.
Yeah, you can find all of that
So
in
if
there.
you're a piano member and you haven't got that, like please get that. Get your planner, your piano planner. Start writing everything in.
Ooh, speaking of the piano planner, speaking of, right now, if you get a yearly membership, which is super affordable, you also get a free practice planner. It's really pretty. Where is one? I don't.
Do we have one here?
They're always cleaning stuff up on me. I like to leave things everywhere, and somebody's always. Truman, I see one. I see one there. I think that's it. We're gonna show you the practice planner. So you get a practice planner, the piano chords poster, you get piano scales. You get a piano scales, and then you also get our 100 days of practice. But this is what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? This one's been a little bit beat up.
Yours won't be beat up, don't worry.
No, it won't be. We'll send it to you perfect. But that's what's included in a yearly membership. Plus, you'll get Jesus' course and everything else. So that's a pretty awesome deal. It'll help you stay on track for practicing. The other thing I wanted to mention is, Aaron just subscribed to Singio. That's awesome. Thanks, Aaron. Ratea Robert was asking, how many days do you think it's somewhat necessary to practice and study? I work 11 hours a day, and it's so difficult to get more than 1.5 hours a day.
That's a lot. The thing with practicing, a lot of people think you have to sit at the piano for like an hour or so, and that's actually not true. The best way that you can actually practice, even if you do practice an hour length in time, is to practice in short increments, about like 15 minutes. When you're just starting, 15 minutes of focused practice, not like noodling, not doing, but if you're sitting there focused for 15 minutes, then it's just about like how many of those 15-minute practice sessions can you get in. So if you'd ever practice piano, I know for me, like when I was first learning, I would get stuck somewhere where I'd be practicing and I couldn't get a certain section. Then I'd go watch TV, watch Netflix or do whatever. I'd come back to the piano and I could play it.
It's like magic happens when your brain goes into a resting
Oh yeah,
state.
it's all the synapses that are connecting. Your brain's like, oh, like, is that what you were trying to do? Oh, no problem. Like, I can do that.
We got you,
dude. And then you come back, and all of a sudden, you're a wizard, and you can play it.
Yes.
Doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm not a brain surgeon
scientist.
or a brain scientist. But there is science to how the brain consumes music. So if you can do shorter practice sessions, you can still practice an hour, 2 hours a day, but definitely split it up. Once you get more advanced, you can definitely extend your practice sessions to get more out of it. But at the beginning, the shorter but more, focused, you're gonna get way further. Like let's say like two 15-minute practices will be way better than one 30-minute practice, especially when they're split up throughout the day. So
I fully agree.
Yeah.
I fully agree. And for those of you who are haven't seen Kevin here before, Kevin has been with us behind the scenes for a little bit. You've been a touring piano player. You play for a pop artist named Jessia. She's amazing. He's been all over the place lately, like TikTok headquarters, doing some pretty cool performance things. And Kevin also came and helped produce the Jesus shoot. So Kevin speaks Spanish, which is Jesus' first language. So it was really, really helpful. I had no idea what they were talking about half the time, but they kept laughing. So
yeah, we were just laughing, pointing at Lisa, and be like,
it's a little bit intimidating. I was like, what did I do now?
when we laugh with a J, not like an H-A. It's
That's funny. That was a funny joke, Kevin. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let us know if you have any other questions that we can answer and help you out with. I'm losing my voice.
No.
Tell the funny story. I need a sip of water.
No.
Tell a funny story.
My stories, they can get long-winded. Okay, here's a short story. One time I met a guy named Connor McDavid.
I know who that is. That is a hockey player.
That is a hockey player, the captain of the Edmonton Oilers.
Who won the hockey game last night, which I also know.
Yes, they won. They
Yeah, we'll be quiet
going
about
to
this
the
right now.
Western Conference Finals against probably the Avalanche. Anyways. I was playing a gig. McDavid comes up to me. He taps me on the shoulder, asks me for a request. I say, absolutely, I will do that, no problem. I play the song, and as he comes back at the end of like his dinner, he's about to tip me, and oh my gosh, a fly flies into my mouth while Connor McDavid is talking to me. So imagine I'm sitting here going like, and McDavid comes up and he's like, wow, you didn't need any music for that song. I'm like, thank you, Mr. McDavid. That's so nice of you to say. Like, it's not every day that Connor McDavid starts complimenting you, right? So then as soon as he's talking to me, I go I'm still playing piano. Keep this in mind because I don't want to get fired. But I start choking, and I thought I have to swallow the fly. I just have to swallow this. So I try to swallow it because it's not every day you get to talk to McDavid. And I could feel the fly going like, no! Like down my throat. He did not want to go down.
I don't like this story.
And so I start choking even more, and he's like, dude, did you just eat a fly? So I have an irrational fear towards flies when I'm playing piano now.
You're getting stressed out just
Yeah.
talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my fly
So
story.
that's definitely a vocational hazard, I suppose.
Yes.
Watch out for the flies. We have a lot of requests for All of Me by John Legend.
All of me, sure.
So here's what I'm thinking we can do.
Yeah.
Let's add like a slightly improvisational spin on this. Let's get a little bit creative. If you wouldn't mind playing it a tiny bit higher because I want to sing along.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And just see where it takes you. I'll try not to like, if you do something crazy, I'll be chill.
Ooh.
You don't have to be
Could
crazy.
I,
It could just be like, just do something teeny bit different with it.
All right. I might change the chords on you, so don't be scared. You just keep
Let me
singing
get
the
started
melody.
first.
Yeah,
so
I'll play the regular chords. So typically it's here. So let's go.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning. No kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me got distracted loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, give my all to you. You're my end and my begin. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh my gosh, that was so pretty. What just happened?
That was nice. That was an easy pop reharm, I call that.
An easy pop reharm.
Well, not an easy one.
Okay, carry on. Tell us what you did.
All right, so the chords, there's so many songs that have the chords A minor, F, C, G. So I have a little trick that I love to do. I switch all the chords out, and you don't have to switch every chord, but just for the sake of this example, I'll switch all the chords so you see like what I'm doing.
Okay.
So instead of A minor,
Okay.
I'm gonna take a chord that has 2 or more of the same notes in A minor. So A minor, A and C, right? So I'm gonna play an F chord instead of A minor. So I'm gonna substitute that. The melody's still gonna work because 2 out of the 3 notes are still the same. So odds are it's still gonna sound good.
Clever.
So the second chord was A minor, da, 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 F. So now instead of F chord, F and A, I'm just gonna use the first 2 notes just to use as example. And F and A. So what's another chord that has an F and an A?
C does. No, it doesn't. Oh my gosh! What just happened?
I think you need the Chords and Scales book, Lisa. No, I'm just joking.
Really terrible.
F and A. I'll give you a hint. If you look down
I'm not here
in
anymore.
the triad shape.
That's what I was doing.
D.
That's what I meant to say.
Next to C. Let's be honest. It's very close. All right. So now we turn that F chord into D minor.
Truman is shaking his head at me. I'm so embarrassed.
Third chord A minor. I'm gonna use that. Let's see. Oh no, sorry. The third chord. C chord. So what could I substitute for C chord? Let's make it a minor chord. What has C and E?
E minor.
A minor.
Thanks,
Okay,
everyone.
so, and the last one, the regular chord is G. So, let's make another minor chord. What else has G and B?
E minor.
E minor. Okay, so now this chord progression sounds like this.
What would I do without your
This is the original.
drawing me in and
Now let's use the new one.
me out. You got my head spinning. No kidding, I can't pin you.
Then let's go back to original. So,
What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical
now new progression.
ride. And I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. I want to go do this now.
It's
That
nice,
sounded
right?
so stinking good.
And so the thing is, I substituted all 4 chords, but you don't have to do all 4. You can just do one. Like I could go na 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 na. Let's just do the last one. Na na na.
Kicking me out.
So it's just like a slight change, and this is just a way that you can add your own signature to your songs. I think that's one of the things that Jesus is best at, is making the songs his own, and that's a really easy way to do it with pop songs. Is to that's called a reharm, which is short for reharmonization, where you're just changing the chords ever so slightly.
So-
you can't just pick random chords is the thing.
You're
Like-
kind of applying like the 2 out of 3 ain't bad principle.
Exactly, and at the end of the day, use your ear. If you play a chord, you're like, that didn't sound good.
Yeah.
Then don't play it.
Don't play it
but,
again.
But a lot of the times, as long as there's 2 out of the 3 notes, it will work. Whether it's, I kind of like tension sometimes, and
Yeah.
that's me. I think when you're playing music, so much of the time, my favorite songs are always they're like a love story. It starts off very simple, like a pentatonic line, something nice and easy. Near the middle of the song, there's all that tension. It kind of builds, and because that's kind of what like love is. And you have good times, you have bad times, and by the end, the song always resolves really nicely. And it's just
So nice.
it's so nice. One thing Stevie Wonder said at his concert that I'll never forget. He said the world can always use more love songs. And I think he's like, the world's always in need of love. And I think that is so true. So if you're a songwriter out there, write love songs.
That's amazing.
We can never have enough.
That's good advice.
It is, isn't it? I mean, it's not mine. It's Stevie Wonder.
Stevie
so
knows what's up. Linda, wanted us to talk a little bit more about rhythm. It was so good to have a sense that the piano is a percussion instrument. So like, even with all of me, I think there's something to be said for rhythm. There's a specific like pop rhythm pattern.
Exactly. You can call it, if you want to get technical, a rhythmic motif. And basically, it's just a rhythm that keeps repeating over and over again. So in All of Me, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you're taking the chords 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you can take, we can put new chords to that same pattern, and it's going to make another song kind of in the style of John Legend. So if I take a new chord progression, let's do a new key. I'm kind of sick of the key of C. Let's do E flat. So let's do major.
That's kind of a departure from C, my friend.
So that rhythm, 1, 2. Let's do it a little faster, but that same rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
It's pretty.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4. So we got a new song right there. We just used that same rhythm. I just
pretty.
used new chords, and we got a new song.
So Linda, we've got lots in the membership. If you just type the word rhythm into the search bar, you're going to come up with a lot. But yeah, the piano is a percussive instrument.
It is. It is. It's a melodic. I think that's something that people don't focus on enough, is the rhythm aspect.
Yeah.
You can make a really good melody, but if you don't got rhythm, it's not gonna sound good. So I can
Not
play
as
the
good.
coolest chords in the world, but like if they're out of time,
Not the best. Lee says, I love Jesus' playing, but I'm a beginner, so I wonder if I should acquire more foundational skills before I try following his instruction. Like, it's yes and no, because it's so inspiring as it stands, and you'll be, okay, I'm just gonna let the cat out of the bag here a little bit.
yeah, just let them in.
Jesus literally teaches happy birthday throughout this course, and it's unrecognizable by the end. You're like,
yeah.
huh?
Like, how is that happy birthday?
So you'll find one thing, even as a beginner, that you can apply to Happy Birthday to
Yeah.
put it into that genre, and it'll be fun. Go watch it and get inspired, and then when you're learning, you'll be like, oh, I learned this now. I feel like I'm ready to come back.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna pop back over to the YouTube chat
YouTube.
here. Aw, thank you, Dennis. That's so nice.
Oh, Dennis, you didn't have to do that.
Sweetheart. These arms of mine. Oh, somebody asked for. Hold on. In the piano chat, they wanted. You know, it was a bluesy song, I think. Where did it go? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Nope. Hit the Road, Jack.
Oh yeah.
Do you know that tune?
I'm sure I can play it.
This is what-
I just know like the main. I don't.
Hit the road. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing. I just feel like it's like a blues moment.
Oh, there it is. That's what it is. Then you can use that same scale we used earlier. That blues pentatonic, that minor pentatonic.
It comes
Or sorry,
back.
the blues scale. It's with that blues note. That's what kind of makes it that blues scale. Or we can make it Latin.
That's wild.
There's a little hit the road jack, I guess.
Goodness. Oh, did you know Send in the Clowns? Do you know that song? Have I asked you that? No? Nobody knows Send in the Clowns. What kind of a world are we living in with all of these people that can play all of this music and they don't know Send in the Clowns?
I've definitely heard the song, but I could not tell you how it goes.
Frank sings it. Babs sings it.
Yeah.
It's
I
important.
know the title, but it's not in the songs that I listen to on the daily.
gonna have to
I'll tell you that much. I'm very sorry
I don't
for the
even know
clown
what to
fans
say.
or the Send in the Clown fans.
I don't like clowns. I'm very afraid of them. Has nothing to do with that, Kevin. It's a beautiful song.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I've
a
heard it before,
sarcastic
but-
song. We will learn
We'll learn it
this.
for you.
There
We'll learn
will
it.
be a performance. Oh, okay, so 10Z9, true story. One of the main reasons I pulled the trigger and joined piano when I did was because of Jesus. I've been a fan of his for a while. Yes, good. You're gonna find some pretty awesome lessons from him in there.
Me too. One of the reasons I joined piano was because of Jesus as well.
That's very true. That's funny. Okay, so Jesse's saying, sometimes I come across these beautiful piano arrangements of existing songs on YouTube, like the Titanic song, for example. What would be the path for being able to make pretty arrangements? I think understanding chord structures and scales. I hate saying that out loud because when I was learning piano, those were the things I hated the most. But once you start to see how the songs that you love are built up off of chords and how those chords relate to each other, for example, you're able to look at a chord and know that its two shared notes aren't C. Once you can do that, then you can do kind of what Kevin did with the
All of
reharm
me, yeah.
on All of Me, and that's how you begin to make an arrangement your own.
Yeah. No, and I always tell my students to learn the song the way it's supposed to be learned first, as in learn the rules before you break the rules, sort of
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
That's something I preach a lot. It's just because, first if I'm doing how's that song go?
I don't know what you're playing. Oh, you're playing Titanic.
Isn't that what she?
Yeah, that is, but I was distracted.
And then we kind of start over.
I see you, I feel you.
So,
I know you go on. Oh, pretty. What
actually from the Jesus video, intros and outros.
Way to tie it all together, Kevin. Jeez. You can't play like this, the evangelist's wife. Just, whoa, Lisa, Spencer Art, thank you. Aw, you're so sweet. Aw. So now I'm all distracted by sweetness.
Me too. I'm distracted by Titanic. I kind of want to watch it again.
No, I never want to watch it again.
What?
No, I went through a season where I watched like 30 times, and I got really connected emotionally to the sadness.
Yeah, I remember I used to have the 2 VHSs.
Yeah, me
that
too.
You had to like take it out and then put the second one in.
Watch part 2.
Wow, those were the days.
Those were the days. And I had the book with the pictures, and I had the music book. Oh, it was a thing. So anyways, friends, all that to say, we're coming to the end of our time together. I just want you to know how happy that I am that you are all here. We have the full course from Jesus inside the Pianote members area. Go take advantage of the amazing yearly membership deal right now. It's literally cheaper than the cost of 1 month of private piano lessons. And you'll get all the things. You'll get the song tutorials and the method lessons and Jesus's course. And you're going to get our weekly live lessons and access to the teachers.
And all the piano coaches, Victoria Theodore,
so many good
Sanga,
things.
Lisa, myself.
All
You got
there.
lots of good stuff on there.
All there. So come hang out with us, pianote.com. For those of you who liked the singing, singio.com, or go check us out on our Singio YouTube channel. Just subscribe there and say hey. And we'll be back.
We'll be back. You'll
We'll
be
be
seeing a lot more of us, so.
Yes. Happy playing, happy weekending. Pianotes over there in our membership. I will see you. I will be there on Monday for Pianote Weekly. Okay, we'll talk then. And goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye.